for the rest of the ceremony, if you could just relax and enjoy their words and what's happening, that would be fantastic. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, please be upstanding for the entrance of the bridal party.
I'm trying to hold my breath, let it stay this way, can't let this moment end. You set off a dream, getting louder now, can you hear it echoing. Take my hand. Will you share this with me? 'Cause darling, without you, all the shine of 1,000 spotlights, all the stars we steal from the night sky will never be enough, never be enough. Towers of gold are still too little. These hands could hold the world, but it'll never be enough, never be enough for me. Never, 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 never for me, for me. Never enough, never enough, never enough for me, for me, for me. All the shine of 1,000 spotlights, all the stars we steal from the night sky will never be enough, never be enough. Towers of gold are still too little. These hands could hold the world, but it'll never be enough, never be
Lisa. Okay. All right. Okay. So good afternoon, ladies, gentlemen, and children, and a very warm welcome to the lovely Lyde Court here in Herefordshire, chosen by Paul and Georgina for the celebration of their marriage. And I know it must mean a great deal to them to be standing here today with you all to share in this very special occasion. My name is Chloe Evans, and as Deputy, it is my pleasure to be here today to conduct this marriage ceremony. My colleague is Lisa, and as registrar, she is here to ensure the legality of the marriage and record this important event for all time on the marriage schedule. And this will generate a marriage certificate, which will be sent to you in due course. Since meeting, Paul and Georgina's relationship has gone from strength to strength, and promises made to one another privately are to be shared with us here today. And they have called you together as family and friends to make their commitment clear to you and to call on your acknowledgement, your love and support. This place in which you are now met has been duly sanctioned according to law for the celebration of marriages. However, before that can happen, I must ask the time-honoured question that if any person present knows of any lawful impediment to this marriage, then it should be declared now. No. Under fives don't count, it's all right. So. I now ask, who brings this woman to be married to this man? I do. Me. That's good. they don't realise the stress you're under, do they? No. Thank you, Leon. By placing Georgina's hand into Paul's, you are showing your support and happiness for this marriage. Do you want to just take a step to this side so you're more in the middle? Lovely, and you, Paul. Perfect. Paul and Georgina, before you are joined in matrimony, I have to remind you of the solemn and binding character of the vows you are about to make. For marriage in this country means the union of two people voluntarily entered into for life and to the exclusion of all others. And so we start. Is your full name Paul Terence Williams Winnell? And do you freely and willingly enter into marriage to Georgina Anne-Marie Norman?
I do.
And is your full name Georgina Anne-Marie Norman?
Yes.
And do you freely and willingly enter into marriage to Paul Terence Williams Winnell?
I do.
That's good. Sometimes in life you are lucky enough to find someone who can turn your world around, with whom you can share your hopes for the future and dreams that may or may not come true. They're not embarrassed to cry with you or laugh with you, and never do they intentionally hurt your feelings or make you feel inadequate, but rather they build you up and show you things about yourself that make you so special to them and to others. And so it follows that each marriage is unique and is to be treasured. It is a partnership in which two people proclaim their love and commitment to each other. It requires trust and devotion, the giving of unconditional love, and being open, honest, and understanding. Paul and Georgina, I'm now going to ask you in turn to declare that you do not know of any legal reason why you should not be married to each other. It falls to the groom to go first, Paul, so can you repeat after me, please? I declare that I know.
I declare that I know.
I know not.
I declare that I know not.
There is a reason.
I'm trying to put it in very small chunks. Of any lawful impediment.
Of any lawful impediment.
Why I, Paul Terence Williams Winnell.
Why I, Paul Terence Williams Winnell.
May not be joined in matrimony.
May not be joined in matrimony.
To Georgina Anne-Marie Norman.
To Georgina Anne-Marie Norman.
I do solemnly declare.
I do solemnly declare.
That I know not.
That I know not.
Of any lawful impediment.
Of any lawful impediment.
Why I, Georgina Anne-Marie Norman.
Of why I, Georgina Anne-Marie Norman.
May not be joined in matrimony.
May not be joined in matrimony.
To Paul Terence Williams Winnell.
To Paul Terence Williams Winnell.
Paul and Georgina, you have known each other from the first glance of acquaintance to this point of commitment. At some point, you decided to marry. And from that moment of yes, I will, to this moment of yes, I do, you have been making commitments along the way. All of those conversations that were held in a car or over a meal or during a walk, all those conversations that began with when we're married and continued with I will and you will and we will, and all those late night chats that included someday and somehow and maybe, all these are the real process of a marriage. The symbolic vows you are about to make are a way of saying to one another, you know all those things we promised and hoped and talked about? Well, I meant it all, every word. Before this moment, you have been many things to one another. Acquaintance, friend, partner, dancing partner, I don't know, driving instructor, who knows? But shortly, you will say a few words which will take you across a threshold in life, and things between you will never be quite the same. For after today, you shall say to all those you meet, this is my husband, and this is my wife. The vows which Paul and Georgina are about to exchange will not be entered into lightly, but with respect, love, and commitment in their hearts. And to acknowledge the importance of this moment, may I ask everyone to please stand if you're able. Paul, do you take Georgina to be your lawful married wife? Do you promise to love, honour and support her throughout your lives together?
I do.
And Georgina, do you take Paul to be your lawful married husband? Do you promise to love, honour and support him throughout your lives together?
I do.
These vows will join your lives, uniting you as husband and wife. The words are formal and legal, a public pledge of your love and a promise of lifelong dedication to each other. When two people commit to a marriage, they choose to turn their two lives into one, and you have chosen to make that commitment here this afternoon. I want you to repeat after me again, but this time you're saying the words to one another as they contract. Okay? Well, again, you go first. I call upon
These persons here present
to witness that I, Paul Terence Williams Winnell, do take thee, Georgina Anne-Marie Norman, to be my lawful wedded wife.
I call upon
these persons here present to witness that I, Georgina Anne-Marie Norman, do take thee, Paul Terence Williams Winnell, to be my lawful wedded husband. Yes, please take your seats. Okay, doing well. Halfway through. The wedding ring is a perfect circle representing wholeness, eternity and peace. And for centuries, the giving and receiving of a ring has been the outward sign of the vows and promises couples have made to one another on their wedding day, as it symbolises unending and everlasting love. And it is a tradition which Paul and Georgina wish to follow here today. So Matt, I believe you have the rings. Okay, so if you can hold them out. You stand in the middle. That's it. Lovely, thank you. So, Paul, if you could take the ring for Georgina and placing it on the third finger of her left hand. Just hold it there. Okay. And say your personal vows.
Do you remember when we first met and how the evening went? I thought this was nice.
Pause for laughter.
I knew the very first time I saw your blonde locks, we were meant to be together forever, my swan. Today you have become my wife, but long before that you've been my companion, my lover, and my best friend. I promise to love you loyally, compassionately, fiercely, forever and ever.
So Pablo. I knew from our very first date that I had to have you in my life. I never expected to love someone the way that I love you. To me, you are my everything, my world and my best friend. You have helped make me the person I am today, and I love you for that. You're the one I want to share my whole heart with, and I see my future in your eyes. I love you too, Dad, forever and always. Me and you.
and Georgina. Your marriage has now joined your lives as a partnership. May you treasure this trust and responsibility. Marriage is a partnership which requires honesty, patience, and plenty of good humour. I think we've got that one covered, don't you? It means admitting when you're in the wrong and trying to keep quiet when you know you're right. Always, I know these things. Always give in, but never give up. Love and laugh in equal measures with your partner, who may be your greatest critic, but who is also your best friend. And finally, never underestimate the uniqueness of your relationship and the love which has brought you here today. The declarations you have made are the ones prescribed by law, as you have made a solemn and binding contract with each other in the presence of your friends, family, and witnesses. And it now gives me great pleasure to be able to announce that you are now husband and wife. Many congratulations. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm now going to... Not quite. I'm now going to hand over to Lisa, who will take Paul and Georgina through the signing of the marriage schedule with their witnesses. After we've done the legal bit, we'll set up a mock signing for you, and once professionals have taken their pictures, please feel free to come forward and use your phones and cameras. Okay, please relax and enjoy the music. So congratulations, you guys. Come and sit down.
You look so wonderful in your dress. I love your hair like that. The way it falls on the side of your neck, down your shoulders and back. We are surrounded by all of these lies, and people that talk too much. You got the kind of look in your eyes as if no one knows anything but us. Should this be the last thing I see, I want you to know it's enough for me. 'Cause all that you are is all that I'll ever need. I'm so in love, so in love, so in love, so in love. You look so beautiful in this light, your silhouette over me. The way it brings out the blue in your eyes is the Tenerife Sea. And all of the voices surrounding us here, they just fade out when you take a breath. Just say the word and now we'll disappear into the wilderness. Should this be the last thing I see, I want you to know it's enough for me. 'Cause all that you are is all that I'll ever need. I'm so in love, so in love, so in love, so in love. off your hair like that. And in the moment I knew you better. Dance with me under the diamonds. See me like breath in the cold. Sleep with me here in the silence. Come kiss me silver and gold. You say that I won't lose you, but you can't predict the future. So just hold on like you will never let go. Yeah, if you ever move on without me, I need to make sure you know that you are the only one I'll ever love. I gotta tell you, yeah. You, if it's not you, it's not anyone. I gotta tell you. Looking back on my life, you're the only good I've ever done, yeah. You, if it's not you, it's not anyone, not anyone. Forever's not enough time to love you the way that I want. 'Cause every morning I find you, I fear the day that I don't. You say that I won't lose you, but you can't predict the future. 'Cause certain things are out of my control. Yeah, if you ever move on without me, I need to make sure you know that you are the only one I'll ever love. Only one, yeah. You, if it's not you, it's not anyone.
Ladies and gentlemen, if we can just conclude the ceremony. Paul and Georgina, it's been a delight and an honour to lead you through the words that's contracted your marriage. I wish you a long and happy future together and a wonderful afternoon and evening celebrating with your family and friends. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. All that remains is for your guests to be upstanding and to give a very rousing welcome to the new Mr. and Mrs. Williams-Winnall.
And I, 'cause you're the only one who brings light just like the sun. One step at a time, just you and I, just you and I. Let's get drunk, reminisce about the days we were broke, not getting paid. Taking trips at the weekend, when I would drive down to see her, and we would paint the town, and penny shots I'd be passing out. 'Cause I could never keep up. Quad words now I'm puking up, and I know I can tell you anything. You won't judge, you're just listening, yeah. 'Cause you're the best thing that ever happened to me. 'Cause my darling, you and I could take over the world, one step at a time, just you and I, just you and I. 'Cause you're the only one who brings light just like the sun. One step at a time, just you and I, just you and I. I'm tired of chasing paper, staring at this screen. Been saving up for weeks now, just to get to you, my dear. And though you're far from my home, this ain't no weekend bar. And though my heart grows fonder, must be city love. 'Cause my darling, you and I take over the world, one step at a time, just you and I. 'Cause my darling, you and I take over the world,